Hello everybody, this is DragonKirby and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy 2. In the last episode I'll be going through the map. We went through Grandmaster Galaxy, completing, specifically we went through the perfect run. Getting our set 242nd star, completing the entire game. And you might be asking, why does this video exist? Let me just get back to Starship Mario, and I'll show you exactly why. Because today we are off to go. And actually, I'm going the wrong direction. I want to go around. Because we have something called the lore to go through. Specifically, in the engine room. Because we have this book right here. And for this moment on, I will be turning off my little avatar, and time for us to read the book. We have all 4 chapters: Twins, Trapped Alone, Hope, and Light. Let's start with Twins. Chapter 1, Twins. A long time ago, there was a twin star children named Mari and Lu. They lived happily with the Lady of the Shooting Stars and among their many friends. The twins looked identical, sounded identical, and spent all their time together. It would have been difficult to tell them apart were it not for their entirely different personalities. Mari was impulsive and outgoing. Lu was shy and introspective. They complemented each other well, so they got along. They lived together their whole lives and were nearly inseparable. Until one day they were forced apart, when Mari turned into a star. In the blink of an eye, she shrunk down and then burst into light. She left only stardust in her wake. But why? The Lady of the Shooting Stars had taught the Lumas that they could become stars in order to help someone. But Mari became one for no reason at all. Lu rushed to the Lady of Shooting Stars for help, who said, "I'm afraid Mari has left this path, but she will always be in your hearts. The stardust she left behind will give life to new star children. She may return someday. That could be tomorrow, or 100 years from now, or even 10,000 years from now." Upon hearing this, Lu covered her ears and cried. Chapter 2, Alone. Lu was alone now. A day passed, then another, and before she knew it, 100 years had gone by. All that time, Lu was unable to become a star, but she didn't want to become one anyway. She wanted to stay a Luma until she saw Mari again. She wanted everything to be like it was before. And yet, she felt that a Luma who couldn't become a star wasn't particularly useful. So one day, she decided to begin a new journey. She built a spaceship and left to travel throughout the stars. As the centuries passed, she hoped this path would reunite her with Mari. Lu happened upon the Lady of Shooting Stars a number of times during her travels, but Mari was not with her. And as time went on, all of her friends became stars. 1,000 years passed this way. Lu thought, Mari's probably forgotten about me by now. She's probably playing off with star bunnies on some far-off planet while I'm here missing her. I bet I'll be missing her for 1,000 more years, maybe even 2,000. I'll be stuck as a Luma forever. Lu found the loneliness unbearable. The truth was, she really did want to become a star, because that's what would save her from these feelings. She would become one right now if it meant she could see Mari again. Lou strained, shook her body, and struggled to turn into a star, but she couldn't do it. Chapter 3. Hope. Lou had exhausted herself trying to become a star. It was just then that the Lady of Shooting Stars appeared. Becoming a star will not allow you to break free of this path. That's simply the nature of living within one. I'm sure that Mari is out there thinking of you too, and as long as you stay the course, perhaps she'll reunite with you. Even though she's not near, I'm sure she knows where you are. After all, she's your twin star. You share the same stardust. There seemed to be some secret to these words, hidden deep within her eyes. In truth, the Lady of Shooting Stars was reminded of her own past. She too was searching for someone precious she had lost, and she too believed they would one day be reunited. Finding your way without a compass or a telescope may be difficult. But hope is like a lighthouse. If you keep its fire lit, Mari can find her way back. The lady's eyes were kind as this message became clear. The stardust that flowed through Lou glowed brightly. It reminded her when she and Mari were together. It felt just like old times. And with that, something changed inside of Lou. Today, Lou continues her journey aboard her spaceship, now responsible for a whole crew of Lumas. She's dependable in nature and impressive in stature, as all captains should be. The shy Lou of the past is now just a memory. I'm Lubba, one half of the Twin Star Children. I carry the fire of hope across the galaxies. Final chapter. Light. Mari was fed up and exhausted. She'd been awoken too many times. I'm sure this place is just as beautiful as all the other boring worlds. She had been on such a long journey that she was starting to reach her limit. Her sense of time and space had broken down long ago. Her memories were scattered, like a hazy dream. She felt dizzy, like the time she gorged on star bits and became overwhelmed by their sweetness. And then another time, it felt like I was drowning in honey. And at the time before that, it felt like I was trapped in a cage. Before that, I forget. Well, whatever. Just then, Mari spotted a red planet and decided to visit its residents. Hello there! How are you? This planet looks pretty old. In fact, it may have lived a little too long. Looks like it could explode at any moment. The residents didn't seem to understand. Instead, they just ran away when she approached. But that's how it always went. So she just wished them well and continued on her way. May the stars shine down on you. Soon after, Mari looked out into space and saw a pink comet hurtling past. She approached it and said, Hello there! Looks like you're in a hurry. Life may seem long, but it actually moves pretty quickly. So moving as fast as you are is a great way to experience as much as you can. The comet replied, You're a tiny one, yet you talk of life as a grown-up. Who do you think you are, and where do you come from? Mari sighed as if she had been asked those questions before. Who I am? Where I'm from? I don't remember stuff like that. Do you really think those things are important anyway? The comet was shocked by Mari's response. It nearly crashed into a star. It's pointless to remember stuff. We just repeat the same cycles over and over. But just forget about me, and I'll forget about you. and then we'll both be on to the next thing. The comet said, "You're quite the peculiar little one. Out here on your own, you should go home to your mama." Mari scoffed as the comet drifted away. "Mama? What is that word? It sounds sort of familiar, but I'm not sure why. Well, whatever. It was time for a rest anyway." The next world Mari awoke to was pitch black. There was no life, and the stars had yet to be born. The galaxy was just about to take shape. Even in a place with no light, with nothing at all, Mari wasn't bored. She would become a star again soon, so she just needed to wait. I remember hearing that a Luma can become a star in order to help someone special, but I've never served any purpose as a star. Who was it that told me that anyway? Well, whatever. Mari liked the endless darkness. She preferred it, in fact. She found light bothersome. What's that? She saw a glimmer in the darkness, and a familiar feeling washed over her. Could that be Lou? It must be. I remember this feeling. I'm gonna find her. I'll seek out my other half, no matter how long it takes. She's out there somewhere, and I'll never stop searching. With that goal in mind, Mari turned into a star again. The glimmer disappeared, and all that remained was the quiet of the darkness. The end. And that was the story of Lubba. Lubba was mistakenly gendered as a man in the original Wii version. It turns out, Lubba was a girl the entire time. In Lubba's entire journey throughout exploring this world, it's not only just helping us with collecting the stars to stop Bowser, has been to find her other half, her sister. I do wonder what happened to Mari. If Nintendo does do a Galaxy 3, I would love to see a continuation to see where the heck Mari is. But I think that's it. That's all for this series. Thank you for coming along on this journey of Mario Galaxy 2. Going across all 7 of these worlds, not only once but twice. It was a fun experience. I think next time, when I do my next Let's Play, I think it's time to return to a world that I've done a couple times already, but this time, I believe a king deserves his crown. If you enjoy this series, you can like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!